I have for you an amazing exercise to really nail down the movement of your lower body in the golf swing, in the downswing in particular. Now this exercise is really going to help you sequence your downswing better. So if it's an area of the game you struggle with, make sure you check out this video. So there is a very good reason why I've got this banding around my knees, and I'm just going to keep it on for a second, grab another golf ball and talk you through it. I'm hitting here a mid-iron. I just took the pace off it, so I carried that like 140 something, 143 instead of about 163 that I normally carry it. So I just took a little bit of speed off while I was doing this exercise. And this is where I would start, and this is still relevant when we talk about different golf swings, but when you're doing an exercise like this, I'd encourage you to slow it down a little bit first. So I talked about the lower body, and especially the lower body in the downswing. What would I expect to see with the legs? Well, as we swing back, I would expect this band to almost get a little bit tighter. So I would expect my lead leg to move slightly in towards my trail leg. I don't want my trail leg to keep moving because I want this trail hip to start to rotate behind me. So in that first movement, as I rotate back, my hips are turning, my pressure is moving towards my trail side, and I expect my knees to get slightly closer together. As I said, I don't want both to moving backwards because that's going to be a big lateral slow. The reason this is going to be moving a little bit that way and a little bit in is because my body is rotating and that pressure is moving towards my trail side. So effectively I've lost some of the stretch in that band. Now in the downswing, this is a great feel to start your downswing movement because we know that we want to apply some downward pressure, some force into our lead foot at the start of the downswing, and we know that we want to start with the ground up. So the sensation I've got here is that I'm actually starting the downswing with some knee separation. So I've got this lead knee, my trail leg almost holding position a little bit, my lead knee starting to move out and stretch the band further. And as that happens, it does two things. It applies some pressure down into my lead side, but it actually starts to get my lower half rotating as well. And we really want our lower half pressing down and rotating a little bit earlier than we do the upper body. So the starting that downswing sequence ground up. So it's a great feel. Let the band go a little loose, then stretch the band in that transition movement here into delivery. And then I would expect that trail side to really be firing. And again, you can see now my trail knee is getting closer to my lead. Again, the band is starting to get slack. I wouldn't want the lead knee to keep going and going and going. It does the same as what happened, a role reversal really from the backswing. It starts to straighten, it starts to turn. Okay, so band is taut, let it go a little slack, stretch the band in that transition movement and let the band relax on the way through. Let's just do one in pieces and then a nice slow one. So stretch that band, let the band go slack. So it's a great feel, just breaking down that movement. For anyone struggling, this can help a number of things. If you're not getting enough pressure towards your lead side, if you're inefficient, lacking some speed and power, and you're looking to use the ground more, even for those players struggling with early extension where they see their trail heel come up very early and the knee going forwards, we're almost going to get that feeling that we're resisting holding with our trail knee in that transition movement. The stretch is created by the lead knee moving out towards the target. So it can help a number of things. Let's do another just slow one but without stopping, like I did at the start. And these feel very, very solid. So let's get rid of the band. And you could just use anything, a stretch band, a TheraBand. If it's not tied in a loop like this one, just tie it up. double it around, whatever you need to do. You can get yoga bands, stretching bands, very cheap. This is perhaps a little bit more expensive, really meant as a gym exercise where you'd perhaps be doing some squats or something, trying to keep the distance between your knees apart. But anything will do the job that you can get hold of. And it's weird, whenever you do an exercise like that, as soon as you take it off, you still feel like it's there. So your legs feel quite light. They feel like they're going to react the same way they did when you've done those reps, those movements with the band. Maybe I should swing them all at 70, 80%. These are all going down my target line. Which just is not a bad way to start training. Most people want to do everything flat out. Just take it smooth while you're feeling that movement in practice. I'm going to pick this one up. I'm going to hit this one harder, but I'm just getting that same sensation. Stretch the band, especially in that transition movement. Those knees are getting further apart. Well, that felt about as good as I can hit it. Really, really happy with that one. Down my line, great yardage. In fact, one of the longest 7-irons I've hit for quite a while. I normally carry this 163. That flew 168. So I got another 5 yards or so of carry distance out of it. It just felt very efficient. I love that as a sensation. I love that as a feeling. And some really good numbers in terms of my angle of attack and my path. So very, very happy with that movement. As I said, this could help a number of different aspects of your golf swing. So whether you're someone who's sliding, whether you're someone who's not storing up enough load, whether you're not really transitioning the downswing correctly, or perhaps you're early extending that band exercise around your knees, breaking the swing almost into the 3 parts. Knees closer together, knees further apart, knees closer together. That simple thought could really help you and take that feel to the golf course once you've done some of those reps, some of that time. If the video's helped, hit the thumbs up, share it with as many golfers as you can. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Right now, YouTube is suggesting the next video of mine that's relevant for you, and it's just here. Click on it and check it out.